July was my best month ever selling on Amazon. I've been selling on Amazon for the past 3 years and doing it completely remote, and this past month was my best month of all time. Now, I didn't hit all of my goals that I expected and wanted to hit, but I'm very happy with the outcome considering it's the best month that I've ever had selling on Amazon. So in this video, I'm gonna go over my monthly spend last month, my revenue, and my profit. So with Amazon FBA, your profit and your revenue, it dictates off of your prior month spend because your money makes you money. So for example, if I invest $1,000 in inventory and it brings back 30% ROI, that's $1,300 back in my bank account. So you have to spend a lot of money to get a lot of revenue, a lot of sales, and a lot of profit to actually start growing on Amazon. And not coincidentally, but in June of 2025, it was my biggest month ever of spending money on inventory, which resulted in my best month ever here in July. So this last June, I spent $74,119.67 on profitable inventory with Amazon. Now, this was a really good number for me because I'm consistently at about 50 to 60K every single month in inventory spend. So to be able to spend $74,000, I knew it was going to be a huge July and even a bigger August. So it was exciting to work through this. Now, in July, I actually spent $24,352.83. And now, of course, like I mentioned, that $24,000 is going to result in some expectations for the following month in August. But there's just not enough time for the inventory to be shipped to our prep center, packaged, prepped, and sent to Amazon to be ready to be sold. That and alone takes itself 2 to 3 weeks. So that being said, in August, I'm expected to spend around $40,000, and I want to stay around that number just so I can hover in sales and revenue and not dip too low considering how I spent in July. All right, time for the revenue reveal. And again, this is not profit, this is revenue, and I'm going to talk about my best performing categories in the entire month. So in July, from July 1st to July 31st, I did $91,508.29 in sales with Amazon. So you can see that there in the top left corner, 91,000. Now, with that 91,000, I sold 2,392 units and I had 56 refunds. So with that entire number, the estimated payout, which is essentially the payout to my bank account, is $63,686.77. So my actual goal for July was $120,000 in revenue, and I spent a lot of money in inventory in June, so I was expecting a big month. But the reason why I didn't hit my numbers and goals for July was because I had about $45,000 in inventory held up to be sold, which I'm expecting them to sell through in August. So it's going to be another big month because of that spend now being profitable in another month. Now, I didn't hit my goal because I had about $45,000 in inventory held up because half of it was in transit and the other half is seasonal. So I expect those sales to happen in August and again have another big month there. All right, time for the profit reveal, and I'm going to reveal my gross profit and my net profit. And this is the big reveal that pretty much everybody's been waiting for. Because remember, with Amazon, sales does not equal profit. So regardless of how much sales you have, it's all about your profit margin and actual how much money is going into your bank account and into your pocket so you can live freely. With that being said, my gross profit in July was $18,686.99. But now for my net profit, which was after all the expenses, paying my team, supplies, softwares, whatever I needed with the business, it was $14,688.60. Now, I probably have a bit more expenses than other Amazon sellers. You can tell I had about $4,000 in expenses, and my biggest expense is by far my virtual team. But my team literally handles everything from sourcing the accounts, any problems that arise, paying bills. They do literally everything. So for the ease of living and just enjoying life while traveling, it's worth it for me to have a loyal team to work for me every single day. Also, I would say on average, I probably have $3,000 to $4,000 in expenses according with my team and softwares and other fees to run the Amazon business. But again, that's pretty high and most Amazon sellers aren't even close to that number. But to me, it's worth it to travel, to live carefree and not be in the business day to day. I'd rather just pay a team and grow a loyal team to run the business and run different aspects of the business so that I can travel, sightsee, and enjoy life. Now let's talk about August. So in this August, I'm hoping for around the same number, between $90,000 and $100,000 in revenue. Now I'm hoping for the same result in August because that prior inventory of $45,000 is checking in and being ready to be sold. So I'm hoping my sales can kick back up to around that $100,000 number back in August. And again, I almost forgot to mention, about 60% of my revenue was done from the health and household category and healthcare products. That's typically the category I like to focus in, but of course I dip my toes into whatever makes money and what other suppliers I can build good relationships with to make profits on Amazon. So there you go. There's a recap of my sales on July, and I'm gonna be doing this every single month, literally forever. So I'll see you guys in August, and hopefully we have another big month, and I'll keep you guys updated. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe down below so I can keep making Amazon FBA videos and take you guys along my journey.